Let's go to the next option, which is by number of characters. Say for example, in this segment, or let's select the country. If you go with the number of characters, now Canada, there is a 6 characters. I'll split this with the 2 characters or 3 characters. Let's split with the 3 characters. I selected number of characters to be splitted 3. Click OK. It will split into 2 columns. First 3 characters, second 3 characters, and third 3 characters if any. For example, you can see here United States, right? If I go back here, United States, right? So see how this has got splitted. It got splitted into 3 different columns. UNI 3, TED 3, state. Before the state there was a space. It is even considering the space as a character and splitting the data. Okay, so it is splitted as per our requirement. Let's come back. By the position. So by the position, what it does is like, if I say 2, the first 2 characters will get splitted. For example, CA, Canada, you can say CA now will be removed from this. So it is going to take out the CA or first 2 character from all the country names. If I click on this, you can see CA is missing here. Okay. The first 2 characters depend based on the position that we have splitted the data. See this lowercase and uppercase in this example, it is not going to work because there is no complete lowercase data here, or there is no complete uppercase data here, and we don't have any numbers or numerics here, digit or non-digit. So let's cover this in the separate session, and let's move on to the next option. The next option is format. Format is uppercase, lowercase, trim, clean, fix the text fields with inconsistent formatting. In this example, you can see the first letter is G, which is in cap, M, which is in cap. So let's change this. Now I'll select lowercase. The entire text will turn into lowercase. If I select uppercase, the entire text will become the uppercase. Now if I say capitalize each word, which was like earlier, it will change into then. Trim is basically to remove any if there is any extra space before or after the text. So this will help to trim the extra space from the text. So let's move on to the prefix. Prefix is basically used to add any kind of text before the names. For example, here before the government, if I want to add any text like account hyphen, sorry, account hyphen. Now before the government, before the segment names, basically before the segment name, I want to add this text. This is add prefix. If I click OK, you see account is added in the segment before all the segment names. If I go to suffix, which is after the names, nothing else, which is after the names. So after the government, if you want to add anything, you can use this option. As you can see, let me explain this. Let's give an hyphen. Now you see, so we used prefix to add the account, we used suffix to add after the. So anything between before or after your text you want to add, you can go to the format and take add prefix and add suffix. Now let's go to the statistics. So I've selected the manufacturing price here. Statistics basically the calculations, the sum, it will return the value of the sum, minimum, maximum, average, standard, count, or anything. So now I have selected manufacturing price. As you can see, There are 700 rows and 16 columns in this table. If you want to know this sum of this manufacturing price, or you can take the unit sold. I think it is going to like a unit sold will help to understand this. Select the unit sold. You want to see how many units are sold across, then click on the sum. It will show you how many units are so far sold in this. Okay, let's go back. So if you want to see the minimum number of units sold, click on the minimum, which is 200 as per this. 200 is the minimum units that are sold in this. What is the maximum unit sold? Click on the maximum. Okay, so it is asking to change this. Let's do this. Maximum is 4492. Minimum and maximum. You can just average. What is the average? Average is 1608. So you can explore all these options. Some minimum, maximum, average, median, count values, and others. So here, if you want in the standard option, so I'll take the manufacturing price because we have single digits and it is easy to identify for now. So standard, what happens in this, like now you have a 3. Okay, so if you want to add one more into this, what you have to do, you have to select replace. Okay, replace and add 1 to this, right? No, so what happened in this case, it is replaced all 3 to 1. If you see here, all 3 have got replaced to 1. So this is not the right option. So now all these numbers, 3 should become 4, 5 should become 6, 10 should become 11, 120 should become 121. To do so, we use add. So now what it does, if I add 5, this 3 will become 8. See here, this 3 has become 8. This has been changed to 10. It has changed, and 120 becomes 125. So what we did, we have added 5 here. The 5 numbers have increased. 3 was 10, 5 changed it to 10, 10 changed to 15, and 120 changed to 125. So we are basically adding a number here. So now if I take multiply with the 2, so this 8 should get multiplied by the 2. Let's see, 16, right? Okay, let me do this again. Now we are using the multiply function, which should double the count. Multiply 2, the number has changed from 8 to 16. Okay, so the multiply option, 8 to 16. Let's move on to the next, which is subtract. Minus. Subtract. Let's do this. First select 5. Oops. Select 5. Click to stop subtract. See, the number is 16, 20, 30. 16, 20, 30. I'm going to use the subtract option, adding the value as a 5. Click OK. This has changed. 5 minus. You see here, 20 become 15, 30 become 25. This 250 has changed to 245. If you want to see the numbers again, click on this step, applied steps, where you can go back and see what is the steps that is applied, what was earlier and what has changed now. It is 16. After applying the subtract, it is changed to 11. Okay, let's undo all these steps and come back to the original values. Now the divide. Now I want to divide this value. So let's select the sold here. I want to divide this value to divide into 2. Okay. 1618 will be divided into 2. If you want to divide this, it's a calculations. You can see that is divided to 809. I repeat, this is the original value. After using the divide function, it is changed to 809. Okay, let's reverse this. So you can explore all this option in the later part. Let's move on to rounding. Rounding is basically used to round up the number. For example, in this case, it is 1618.5. If I select round up, it will become 1619. Where it is 1618.5, it will become 1618.5. You can see it will round up. It will round up the numbers. Likewise, we have option called round down. Earlier we used round up, which is going to the next number 1618.5 to 1619. Now we are using the round down, where this will become 1618. This 0.5 should go. Oops, sorry. See here, 1618. That 0.5 has gone now. It is basically to round up the uh, 0.5 or a decimal numbers. Now let's come back to the transpose. Transpose is basically to change the data from horizontal to vertical. Now you see the segment column here. I selected this segment column. Now I'm going to transfer this segment column. This will change the column into the rows. You can see 1, 2, 3, government and market. If you want to go back and see it properly, before it is like this, it is a column. Now it will change it to rows. Okay, the step is already applied. Earlier it was column, the segment was into the columns. Now it is changed to the rows. So this is what the transform function will do. So the reverse is basically it will change the orders. So the reverse will just reverse the orders. For example, the government is in first now with some, by changing this reverse, the channel partner will come to the first. It is just reverse the orders, nothing else. So basically the transpose will flip rows and columns. So we have to use this carefully. Good for some small, rehapping task, not for the larger set of data. The one more option that we have here is move. If you see here, I have selected a column, product. If you go here to the move option, if I select left, this product will come to the left of this. Click left, country will move to the right, product has moved to the left. If I click right, country will come to the left and product is moved to the right. If I do this right again, discount band, this column will come to the left and this will move to the right. This will go to the right. Now if you want this to be a beginning of this table or the first column of this table, click on to the beginning. This will move to the beginning. Okay, so as I mentioned, every step in this Power Query editor, whatever the steps that we perform, every step is recorded. You can always go back to the steps that is performed and check whatever the steps that are applied here. Use the advanced editor to view M code. It is not for the beginners, but nice to mention. So this will help everyone. The transform option make data usable, so you don't have to write any kind of code. So try combining the steps for more power. And yeah, of course, if you found this helpful, hit like and subscribe for more power be related tutorials. If you have any questions, just drop your questions in the comment box. I'll be replying to everyone. Thanks for watching this video.